David, tell me about the bows behind you.
These are called traditional bows, just a normal long bow. I like to bring in different types of development because the body has to develop at the same time as the mind. If we just do things like meditations or mental practices, developing our mind, that's imbalanced. We need something physical. So I do what's called Kyudo, which is Zen archery. These are not Japanese bows, because Japanese bows are very hard to get. But it's the same principle of using archery as a means of developing perfect awareness of your mind, body, and ego. So there's other things like Tai Chi, which we can do so we can really develop an awareness of our body, right? So that's physical. But the important thing is ego. Like for example, with the archery, with Kyudo, I was shooting one time and I got perfect bullseye. No ego, just good shot. Shot again, touching it, perfect. Third arrow, touching it perfectly, right in the bullseye. Still no thoughts, just kept shooting. Fourth arrow, touching perfectly in the bullseye. And I went, wow. Fifth arrow, off to the moon. So I like to bring in these physical practices because you can observe your mind, your ego, and to remove it from where it's not appropriate. Now, why that's important is when you're having a discussion with someone or at work or at business in your relationship, if they say something or something happens, your ego gets involved, and that's when you have a mood swing or some emotional reaction that's inappropriate. So, but it's very hard to catch it at that time. But by using things like Kyudo or Tai Chi or other physical practices that we do, we can observe the ego because we're just doing these physical movements and not involved with anyone else. The beauty of Kyudo is if you miss the shot, you can't blame anyone. It's all you. It's only you. If you don't move smoothly in Tai Chi, it's only you. It's nobody else. So we can observe our feelings of inadequacy, of failure, and realize that these are all in our imagination, and bring ourselves back to just practice again. You know, what's a very interesting thing, in the New Testament, the first writing of the New Testament, which was 400 years after Christ died, and in Greek, a language he didn't even speak. There was the word that is now known as sin, the concept of sin, was armatia. It's a Greek word that is taken from the sport of archery. Now, Buddhism is exactly the same in that Buddha never had the concept of sin. There is no no sin in Buddhism. Buddha used, again, the sport of archery, and he said, you've missed the mark, try again. And that's the same thing in archery. In Kyudo, we shoot, you miss. How do you feel? What emotions? What ego comes up? And that's when you can say, all right, I missed. Shoot again. So I like the concept of archery because it is in the New Testament and in Buddhism as what is known, or now taken as sins. There is no sin. There's just, you didn't hit the target. Try again. Keep practicing. Keep trying with whatever method you're using to adjust. Raise the elbow, lower the elbow, drop the shoulders, and so on, until you are consistently hitting the mark.